The day I was accepted into U of I, my mom seemed more excited than I was when I was accepted. Not understanding why, the answer came out in one simple line. She had paid tuition back in 2003. Not understanding why that was such a big deal to her, I looked into it and discovered the price difference was dramatic. I was astonished by this fact. College has gotten way too expensive nowadays, and it's making it harder and harder for students to even attend. Today, it is important that you listen to this speech as you all are college students yourselves, and I will share the surprising facts of the cost of college, and I will make you more financially in tune with your lives now and in the future. Today, I will explain how the rising cost of college has burdened students and families by forcing them to pay a larger portion of their income, take on more student debt, increase levels of mental stress, and even force them to drop out or not go to college at all. First, let's talk about how the cost of college has changed. The cost of college has increased recently and every single year. Tuition rates now sit around $20,000 to $50,000 for a four-year university. A U.S. News article in September 2024, in comparing 2023 prices to now, show that private schools grew 5.5% in price and public schools grew 2.2% in price. Another U.S. article from U.S. News in September of 2024 shows a graph showing the tuition in the last 20 years gradually inclining on all levels. Now that we've established tuitions have gone up, let's talk about the cost of college, which has also gone up. As Room and Board has increased 35% and additional expenses have increased 20% according to a report from College Board in 2024. On top of this, as Best College put it in January 2024, over the last decade, the total cost of attendance, whether that includes living expenses, laundry, transportation, all those factors, has increased over 8%, making it almost $14,000 each and every year on top of the tuition for students to attend. Now that we've established that the price has increased, what are the effects of this? One of the first major effects is the financial burden, and that families have had to pay a larger portion of their income just to attend college, and now people aren't even attending college anymore. As the U.S. Census Bureau in July of 2022 showed 54% of people living at or below the poverty line, which is around $75,000 a year. Now, if we factor in how tuition costs $20,000 to $50,000 on top of that $14,000 in living expense, that is a large portion of an annual income just to go to college. And now some people don't even think it's worth it, as stated by Pew Research Center in December 2023, the total number of enrolled college students is down 1.2 million from its peak in 2011, demonstrating this idea that tuition prices have gotten so high that people don't even think it's worth it anymore to attend, nor can they because they can't afford it. While financially it has helped a little bit with this, it has not helped solve the problem, as people are still unable to attend because of the financial aspect of it. On the other side, there's also the mental aspects that come with the negative impacts of the rise in tuition, as the increased amount of college tuition and cost of college has resulted in higher amount of students taking on student debt and having higher financial pressure that has led to mental stress and mental health issues. As a Bankrate article said in July of 2024, 51% of students needed to take on some sort of student loan to help pay for the increase in college prices. Also backed up by this, to go with it, is that the survey by Elevator showed that 54% of the respondents reported mental health issues in regard and fueled by student loans and student debt. This breaks down to 56% of them developed anxiety, 32% reported developing depression, and 20% reported developing sleeping problems, all fueled by the fact that they were worried over the financials and that the cost of college was impacting them mentally. Also, stated by a psychiatrist out of New York City, Isra Nasir, she reported in a Teen Vogue magazine that 41% of millennials and 46% of Gen Zers in her study reported constantly stressing about financials. What this comes down to is a rising cost of tuition, as people are stressed that they can't even pay for college anymore. This has resulted in many students picking up jobs even to just afford the fact that they can go to college. And all this has made it really tough on students mentally, just driven by the fact that it's so expensive now. Today, I have discussed the financial and mental implications of the rise in cost of college. This is important for you guys to know, and what I want you to take away is to be more mindful of what is going on, as you all are in the same situation and are college students. By being geared with the information on the case, you are better prepared and better suited to take it head on in the future. Thank you.